Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna do it. So here we go. Hope you guys can see this.
We told you so. We told you so. We told you so. There is only one way to describe what happened to the Shield last week. Tell him, big man.
We beat them down.
Sorry if you guys can't see it all the way.
And like McIntyre said last week, we feast on their bloody carcasses.
Don't just take our word for it. Have a look yourself.
Here, take this.
I tried to do this face to face, monster to man.
Roman's cashing in.
But Roman runs in a pack, and his brothers had to come down and form a shield around him.
The Shield is back.
So I had to go about things a little
Let's go for it.
differently. I've got a path of my own now, and I'm gonna show you that this is my yard.
Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
And the Shield marching to the ring. And there's our acting general manager, Barry Corbin, sending superstars from the locker room out toward ringside.
Yeah.
And now the Shield into the ring. Here we go. More reinforcements heading down.
The entire locker room doing their best to separate these 6 superstars.
And the fight continues. The chaos continues. The Shield to be arrested.
Oh, I thought I was going right. Give me that trap, give me that this,
Just decimated
give me that.
Finn Balor.
Let me get this.
And now mocking the Shield.
Oh, I got a full shield now, so let's go.
Oh my God.
Here, take this real quick.
Arms are loose.
The boys are back.
The Shield is here.
To finish what they started.
Wait a minute, from behind. Dozen or so superstars rush down the ramp and assaulted the Shield from behind. And now they're all attacking the Shield. This is my yard.
We are going to leave you laying, embarrassed, decimated. We are going to feast on their bloody carcasses. We just witnessed something I never ever thought we would see. The complete and utter annihilation of the Shield.
Yeah. Nailed it.
The only reason that Roman Reigns still has the Universal Championship around his waist is because he's a coward and can't handle business on his own. Roman, you have your hounds of justice. I have my dogs of war. And you see, the Shield has been running rampant for far too long, thinking they can get away with anything they want. Well, they found out last week that their strength in numbers failed to compare to anything that is my pack.
All you men around this ring, every one of you last week, you made a choice. It was a hard choice to make, but you did it. You stood up to the Shield. You stood up to their bullying. You stood up for what was right. And most importantly, you stood up for yourselves. WWE Universe, can you feel that? The balance of power has shifted. Now we are in control. Now we are running wild, and tonight we will continue the carnage. We will set an example for each and every one of you when we dismantle and dismember the B team and our tag title rematch.
And that is all nothing compared to what I get these hands on Roman this Sunday when we're both locked inside hell in a cell.
I'm gonna get a chance. Oh, Jesus.
Are they here?
There's no way the Shield is going to stand down while these men are talking trash in the ring.
And Renee, you're right, because Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns are
Rollins
here.
and Reigns.
The hounds of justice marching to...
Wait a minute. We're not going to have to wait. There's going to be hell to pay from last week.
And the Shield separating competitors from one another. Rollins launching himself into the sea of superstars. Ambrose and Reigns taking a fight outside the ringside area. And the Shield now striking first and striking hard.
How long can the Shield keep up this fight? They're outnumbered badly.
This is the Shield. These guys will take all comers.
Wait a minute, Corey. Dean Ambrose with a double bag full of equalizers.
How do you make the Shield more dangerous? You give them axe handles.
And Ambrose and Rollins and Reigns teed up. Payback from last week.
The Hound is striking anything that moves. Look out, Jinder.
Jinder Mahal. Oh my God. The Shield is retaking the ring.
Time to let the entire locker room put on blast.
Yeah, but Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre wisely retreated.
Tensions continue to boil over between the Hounds of Justice and Braun Strowman's Dogs of War.
For the Shield, it is hashtag protect the yard. What a start to what's going to be an incredible night on Monday Night Raw.
And still to come here tonight, the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey teams up with the Queen of Hearts Natalya to take on the Goddess Alexa Bliss and Mickie James less than 1 week from Ronda's first title defense at Hell in a Cell.
And last week we saw a rivalry once based on respect become deeply personal when The Undertaker confronted the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Tonight, the game is here to address the actions of the Phenom live. It is going to be wild.
And ladies and gentlemen, earlier today, an exclusive on WWE social media platforms, the Bella Twins were shooting for their YouTube channel. Arriving at the arena here in New Orleans, as they entered their locker room, they were shocked to find this.
I think tonight, I'm going to put down the light. Unreal.
The calling card of the team known as the Riot Squad. But have the juvenile pranks gone too far this time by targeting the very proud veterans, the Bella Twins? Because up next, live on Raw, the Bella Twins returned to Raw last week and defeated Morgan and Logan, while the Riot Squad just welcomed the Bellas back as Ruby Riott takes on Nikki. Live next.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-type of pizza delivered. Where's that moment you realize you're raising her right? No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Eddie Jimenez is the son of immigrants who fought for a better life for their family. Through their example, Eddie learned to fight for others. When the strongest hurricane of the century made landfall, Eddie took to the air, rescuing 42 people and earning a medal for his heroism. Eddie flew with a fighting spirit that can't be pinned to the ground. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you're made of. We're up, brewed with a fighting spirit.
Yeah, Matt told him. I thought I was always taking.
Give extra, get extra.
It's Golden Corral's Wings and Spring Fest. Hurry in for fall-apart baby back ribs. And wings just like you like them. All you can eat every night. Start the car. Golden Corral. Your choice rules.
It's time for some straight talk. The big wireless companies have the best coverage because of all these towers. But guess what? Straight Talk Wireless runs on the same 4G LTE networks for up to 30% less. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Computer, order pizza.
Of course, Daniel.
Fridge, weather.
Clear skies at 75.
Trash can, turn on the TV.
My pleasure.
Ice dispenser, find me a dog sitter. And make ice.
Pizza delivered.
What's happening to my son?
I think that's just what people are like now. I mean, with Progressive, you can quote your insurance on just about any device, even on social media. It'll be fine.
Willie?
I don't know.
Once you start smoking, the consequences will find you.
Package for James Miser.
Cigarettes may leave you with stained teeth, gum disease, and more.
Slow down, buddy.
Take your time.
Two things Louisianans never rush: gators and making chicken.
Four pieces left.
That's why Popeyes marinates chicken 12 hours. So hurry in to get 4 pieces for $5.
I keep forgetting. I was trying to build, but I'm trying
Tonight after Raw, stay tuned for a USA special look at The Predator in theaters Friday.
Now is the time for vengeance.
A strike against you is imminent. There can only be one queen. And you're doing this now. You're not living your life. Kill me now.
Wing of the South, season finale, Thursday at 9 on USA.
Customize your hair at www.customtees.com.
Guys, look, we know what happened last week, and we don't need you here to handle this. At least I don't think we do. And guys, drop the weapons. You don't want to get arrested for assaulting a police officer. The three of you can go to jail for a long time. I want you here competing on Raw, not destroying everything in your past. I think if you guys listen to a little bit of reason, these officers would be inclined not to arrest you. But the Shield has to vacate the premises immediately. Otherwise, Roman, Seth, you two will have to forfeit your titles, and the three of you will go to jail for a long, long time.
Hey. No problem. No problem.
Thankfully, acting general manager Corbin got this volatile situation under control.
Check it before they wreck it. Accompanying live from Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella's going one-on-one tonight with Ruby Riott. The Bellas said they are still on a
time on Monday Night Raw in 3 years last week in a tag team match against the Riot Squad. But Nikki cannot be happy, and Brie for that matter, after what the Riot Squad did, destroying their personal locker room earlier today.
Well, Cole, you mentioned it before, the proud Bella Twins, they demand a little bit of respect. I don't think that they understand how much the locker room has changed since they've left, clearly.
Look at this, Brie Bella already fired up, running off the Riot Squad.
Well, they defaced their personal things back in their locker room, Corey.
I'm not justifying the Riot Squad's actions, but I sort of understand it. The Riot Squad looking for any sort of leg up, any sort of advantage in the women's division. Sometimes you got to get under your opponent's skin before you get in the ring with them.
Sometimes it could just be a straight-up numbers game.
Nikki, a former champion, will meet Ruby Riott for the very first time here tonight live on Monday Night Raw. For Ruby Riott, a chance to justify all she's been talking about changing the direction of the women's division here in WWE, that it's a new era that's dawning.
See, the Riot Squad seem to think that the Bella Twins have too many other, they're preoccupied with too much stuff. I don't think that that's true. I think if you want to get something done, you got to ask a busy person. That's why the Twins are back here.
Well, Renee, you get to spend a lot more time around the Bellas than most of us do.
How about shoulders down?
Does the locker room still show the same sort of reverence you would expect of once upon a time that they showed the Bella Twins?
You know, I think that they do. It's definitely a new comeuppance of women that never shared a locker room with the Twins before, so there's definitely a little bit of a growth spurt there, certainly. But I think that we'll kind of see how that all kind of shakes out here tonight.
Monday Night Raw is live tonight. Our first matchup of the evening, Nikki Bella against Ruby Riott. Nice shoulder tackle by Riott. Still to come tonight, Triple H will be on Monday Night Raw live to address what the Undertaker said to Shawn Michaels last week. By Nikki, and a kick out. Also tonight, Corey, Mick Foley is in the house.
Memory for 20 years. Oh, look at the smart move by Ruby Riott.
It's Morgan's 25th birthday. Where'd you get her, Greg?
It's in the mail.
Corey was mentioned as Mick Foley is here to commemorate the 20-year anniversary of the Hell in a Cell match that Mankind competed against Undertaker. Mick Foley making that Hell in a Cell famous as Nikki Bella drives Ruby into the corner now, buries shoulders into the midsection of Riott. I think there's just a lot of jealousy in the locker room after all that Bella's have accomplished. Just Nikki goes face first off the top turnbuckle.
How can there not be? These women are at the forefront of the women's division. They've got their own wine company, their own clothing company. These women got to go on.
Two reality shows. Here's the cover by Riott and a kick out. Their own YouTube channel, as we saw earlier.
All those things that the Bella Twins have are the things that the Riot Squad want to acquire. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy, but it would be a great first step to eliminate the Bellas. Oh my goodness.
And look at Nikki just unloading on Ruby. She has had enough, and there's some of the fire from the Bella Twins.
Now, let's not forget about that fire from the Bella Twins. Yes, they're businesswomen. Yes, they're mega successful. But they are fiery women.
How creative. Ruby Riott kicking the top rope into the throat of Nikki Bella.
Brie Bella putting him on blast.
And now Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan getting in Brie's face. Ruby is in control. This match continues live.
Tonight, we celebrate because we made this country great.
It's going to be the worst purge night ever.
Yeah.
Experience Control GX for Men, the first shampoo with a brain. So smart, it reduces gray gradually. The more you shampoo, the less gray you have. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX shampoo from Just for Men.
Juicy marinated steak, fluffy eggs, stacked 3 layers high. Introducing the new $2 steak and egg stacker. Stacked with everything you need to take on your morning. Only at Taco Bell.
Rise to greatness. You can't swallow anything.
Take your razor yet? Up and down, never side to side. Okay, we got it? Come on, stay focused. All right, baby. Okay, on.
Scooter. Scooter.
You want to bring the heat? Prove it.
History has thrown for more yards under the age of 30 than Matthew Stafford has in his 9-year career, plus a game. Roberts, who's already gotten one good punt return, will set up the Jets in Detroit territory, returning that 44-yard punt, 15 yards.
Let's go back and take one more look at that hit he took on that left knee. You see Taylor Decker, he's getting pushed back, and it looks like his leg just hits the left leg of Matthew Stafford after he's thrown that ball, and it buckles back. And that reaction, here's a good look at it. Here you see the leg. And he gets kicked.
Yeah.
He gets kicked by Taylor Decker, and you see that knee go backwards. And you said it, Matthew Stafford, one of the toughest quarterbacks we have in this league. And his consecutive starts are unmatched, but they're checking that ACL right now.
The backup would be Matt Castle, the veteran from New England for a spell, if need be. But here's Sam Darnold from the Lions 49, and movement from Kelvin Beachum.
Offense number 68.
Yeah.
Right there, penalty. Still first down. Sometimes as a quarterback, you get in these situations and you try to block it out of your mind. You know something happened to your knee. You don't know what it is. You're not a doctor, but something definitely happened with the way that he grabbed that knee. And right now, he's not talking to any doctors. He doesn't want to have any conversation about it. Who knows? Maybe he watched what happened last night, right? With Aaron Rodgers said, listen, I am not coming out of this game. I don't care what's going on with my knee. I'm going to continue to play and tough it out. That's just his mindset.
Only Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan have longer streaks of consecutive starts than Stafford does. Let that play clock run down and then we'll call a timeout. So for the Jets, well, that is their final TO. Detroit has 2 remaining with 3:13 to go here in the half, and a 10-7 lead for the Jets. Don't forget, we've got a doubleheader tonight, Raiders and Rams coming up next, and then next Monday, a look at Russell Wilson and the Seahawks taking on Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific on ESPN.
Right in the grill, but Nicky was able to recover to deliver this thunderous spine buster. But can Nicky maintain this momentum? Nicky ducks underneath. Ooh, face first offer. Nicky a little bit of payback. Oh,
I don't think Nicky Bell has stopped having momentum for the last 5 years.
Drop kick by Nicky. Fearless, as she says. Oh, and a kick right to the midsection stops Nicky in her tracks. She brought the momentum to a screeching halt. Who's the leader of the Riot Squad? Got mine here. But Nicky with a great counter.
Yeah.
Nicky up to the second rope and caught him with a kick to the side of the face. Here's the cover. Is it a put Ruby away? Who kicks out at 2?
Griggs, you asked me about some of the jealousy perhaps towards the Bella twins.
And Renee, just hold on to that thought for 1 second as we take a look at the impact. Decision pick by Nicky Bella, but go ahead, Renee, with your thoughts.
Listen, I think you've got to look at what the Bella twins have done. I mean, they've been trailblazers here in WWE, entrepreneurs outside of WWE. Nicky Bella, one of the longest reigning champions we've had here in WWE. These women are breaking barriers, and I think that the Riot
cover, hook of the leg on Nicky, trying to take advantage of the distraction, and Nicky kicks out.
Riot Squad should bow down and thank the Bella twins.
I don't think there's going to be any bowing down or thanking tonight, but I think I can understand why all the women in the division want to follow in the footsteps of the Bella twins. Wildly successful, really redefine what it means to be a woman in WWE. Now watch Ruby almost putting Nicky away here. Face first goes Bella, but Nicky able to kick out. You got to wonder at this point if the frustration is going to set in for Ruby Riott. Or this is just pure malice.
Ruby's trying to leave a footprint mark on Nicky Bella's face.
Nicky only wears the shoes with the red bottom. Oh, okay. Look at this.
She's got on some Louis Vuittons right now, though.
Got Ruby Riott winning. But he wants her a little more to try to get involved. Corey intercepts it. Ruby trying to fight out of this. Nicky looking to deliver it. There it is. Rack Attack 2.0. Cover by Nicky. Oh, God. Nicky with the win.
big-time victories for Team Bella. Let's take a look at the closing moments here. Liv Morgan looking to come to her partner's aid, but Bree with a big-time interception drops Liv Morgan. Bam! Rack Attack 2.0. Thanks for coming, Ruby Riott.
And that's how it's done.
Renee, you think they're going to try to make Ruby clean up the Bellatrix locker room?
I think they can try, but I don't think they're going to get anywhere with it.
Nikki celebrating her victory here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, quite the night here tonight on Monday Night Raw, including Rowdy Ronda Rousey in action. The Raw Women's Champion teams with Natalya to take on her world challenger for her championship Sunday at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event. Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. It happens live tonight.
And last week, the clock struck midnight on the B Team Cinderella story. But Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel hope to recapture some of their old magic in the Raw Tag Team Championship rematch with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre tonight.
Last week, HBK Shawn Michaels returned to give his point of view on the upcoming match between Triple H and The Undertaker. Shocking confrontations went down. We'll take a look back at the encounter next.
$2.99 for a Car Hop Classic. What a steal. Steal. That's a heist. Put this on. Disguise.
I don't think I can eat it.
Oh, part of the plan, my friend. Get a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a Slinger Plus Tots for $2.99. Try it today.
What do you mean it's not working out, Craig? I mean, I just think I'm just to my parents.
Greg and Sheila broke up. What? Really? Greg and Sheila broke up? No. Greg and Sheila broke up. Oh, shit. That was kind
Greg and Sheila. As long as Office Gossip travels fast, you can count on Geico saving folks money.
Greg and Sheila broke up. What?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Glengarry Chamberlain, Esquire.
Welcome. Jimmy Crabtree, +1. Welcome.
Play just got serious. The all-new Toyota Avalon.
I joined Uber 9 months ago as CEO. The first thing that was important for me to change was the culture of the company. And I think that had to shift to responsible growth. The second thing I wanted to change.
Get him off the line of scrimmage, his speed to the second level, and the safety just can't run it.
Ripped it away from Tavon Wilson. Sam Darnold, 4 of 4 throwing the football on third down for 71 yards. And there is the rookie's first NFL passing touchdown. And a celebration with the big guys in front of him.
Look at how much damage the snipers is. 392.
Myers, extra point, good. 17-7. The Jets, who were just 1 of 7 on the road last year, making a statement here in Detroit.
I think Matt Patricia was thinking the same thing we were thinking up here, that they're going to throw the football to Anderson here. They have 2 deep safeties. That's exactly what you want to prevent throwing the ball down the field. But watch, when you don't get a jam on him off the line of scrimmage and the safety reacts like that to a little shoulder pump from Sam Darnold, that's all they needed to get the second level. Robbie Anderson makes a great catch in the end zone.
Darnold and Anderson together.
What a response by this young kid, 21 years old, and he come out, and the game could not have started any worse. And it just shows you kind of how grounded this young man is, that he doesn't buy into the hype. He doesn't get too high when he makes a touchdown throw like that. He doesn't get too low when he makes a mistake. And I think Matt Patricia is understanding now that he's got a playmaker on his hands.
It was almost eerie, wasn't it, when you talk to the other Jet players, to the coaches, how calm and confident they have been talking about Darnold through the preseason, and now in his debut has the Jets on top in what will be real interesting to watch here. Now, the start for New York includes 3 games in the first 11 days.
play next Sunday, and then they play Thursday after that. So the preparation time is condensed significantly for a young quarterback.
No.
Challenge you.
Is to Connor the Crusher. He had his own superstar identity, and he was just so full of light and hope and love. He inspired other kids. Today, we have 11 children who have their own WWE superstar personas.
Guess what? You are ready to roll.
This Connor's Cure Kid superstar always believes he can conquer evil with love. The Super Messiah! Our next superstar is as sweet as she is sassy and fierce. The Diva Supreme!
We see them in the hospital. They're quiet, they're reserved, they're going through treatment. So for them to interact with kids their own age and doing something that is exciting and fun and all about them was a true phenomenal experience.
Whoa, hey now.
Because they came out of their shells and got to experience something just for them.
This is my manager.
This 16-year-old never gave up, and we are so proud to have him with us today. Braden the Punisher.
When he came down that ramp, he was a totally different kid. He's high-fiving the crowd.
I'm having so much fun with this.
Lele the Unstoppable.
I was overwhelmed just to see him walk across the stage along with the other kids. It was so uplifting.
Please give a warm round of applause for our superstars of tomorrow. Now, unlike what we do in the ring, we fight to win matches. These incredible superstars on this stage with me are far more courageous because they are fighting for something far, far greater than just winning a match. So please allow me to introduce these amazing superheroes to everyone all over the world. And by the way, everyone on this stage is from Louisiana. Please welcome T-Nick, the Skull Crusher! Charlie the Town! The Quiet Storm! Lele the We're so very proud of our Carnage Pure Kids superstars. And there are many heroes, real heroes all around the world, just like these superheroes on this stage, who need your help. Therefore, we ask everyone around the world, please join their fight. And let's hear it for them. Go Carnage Pure! Yeah!
Yes, an incredible, courageous young men and women. And for information on how you can fight the fight, please go to ConnorTheCrusher.com. Live tonight in New Orleans, the site of WrestleMania earlier this year. There's the Superdome right across the street from where we are at tonight. And there is a match of WrestleMania proportions coming your way in less than 4 weeks. The Undertaker versus Triple H, the last time ever at WWE Super Showdown. Last week, right here on Monday Night Raw, the man who knows those two men better than anyone, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, weighed in on the match.
WWE Super Showdown in Melbourne, Australia. Undertaker, Triple H. Last time ever. I gotta be honest, I was quite surprised to see how many people still felt like The Undertaker had the advantage.
My money, smart money, is on Taker. I gotta pick The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
I'm taking The Undertaker.
Undertaker, this is what you need to understand. The fact of the matter is that Triple H is still the game. He is still the cerebral assassin. And as far as what's left in the tank, Undertaker, I think he's got a heck of a lot more left than you do. At WWE Super Showdown, the cerebral assassin is going to cerebrally assassinate The Undertaker. This just became personal. You chose Triple H because I took the one thing from you that was most important. Your career. Is that what you think this is about? Let me make something perfectly clear to you. I have stayed away and stayed true to my retirement out of respect for the system, out of respect for them, and most importantly, for The Undertaker. Is it respect? Or is it fear? Because if you had ever come out of retirement, I would put you down all over again. You know it, I know it, they know it, and there's one other thing you know. In Melbourne, Australia, I'm gonna put your buddy Triple H down again.
Based on respect, now deeply personal. It is going down under. A battle of epic proportions for the final time ever as The Undertaker, one final time, squares off with the game, Triple H, streaming live on the WWE Network.
And when Corey said it got personal, it really struck a chord with the game Triple H last week because Shawn Michaels is his best friend. They travel the road, they spent their career together. What does Triple H have to say about the confrontation last week? The game is here live tonight on Monday Night Raw.
You will not be ignored. You will not be overlooked. Harness that fury. Channel that rage. Make no one ever forget the carnage caused by AOP.
Drake Maverick unleashes AOP on Raw live next.
Now at Arby's, you can get 30 euros for $90. Or for those who aren't trying to cater a Greek family reunion, they're 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
What does it take to work at CarMax? That's a great question.
If you stop in a month.
We have the experienced quarterback in a one-score game coming into the second half.
That'll bring us to halftime, 17-10. The Jets with the lead over the Lions. And now let's join Susie Culver and the team out in Oakland. It's the Genesis halftime show, and it starts now.
Tonight, like the second game of our doubleheader, played right down the road, about 6 miles from here, which is why we got to enjoy the afternoon at beautiful Jack London Square here on the water. We've got some friends with us too, and we are here with Steve Young and